The Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly is demolishing weak and dilapidated buildings across the metropolis. And this follows the death of 2 individuals after heavy rains on Saturday morning caused an old-story building to collapse in a community known as London Bridge. Metropolitan Chief Executive George Justice Arthur said the Assembly had already identified high-risk areas and has moved swiftly to pull down structures deemed unsafe. He spoke on the AM show.
Some tools and other, how do you call it, excavators and other things available so that they will be able to save them or evacuate or retrieve them from the place. Honestly, about 5 of them, 3 of them were able to be retrieved. And 2 of them, after we went through hassle to ensure they were also retrieved, they were elderly persons. They were actually passed on. So it was a sad event. It was a sad news for us. So they were sent to mortuary. 3 of them were also sent to hospital. As at now I'm speaking with you, they are receiving treatment at the hospital as I'm speaking with you.
So following that, 3 buildings have been demolished. That's at yesterday. I think Saturday rather, not Sunday. Who owns these buildings?
Yeah, if you come to Cape Coast, you realize that most of the buildings are ancient buildings. They were built from 1902, 18. So because Cape Coast is an ancient town with a lot of history. So they are, most of them are dilapidated. They are in dilapidated state.
Does it mean you don't know the owners of these buildings? You're saying that there are a lot of them in Cape Coast, so you don't know the owners.
We know them. We know them. We spoke with the owners that looking at the situation and trying to actually prevent this from happening again. We just have to talk to them to ensure that their burden is demolished. So they agreed to it. We built consensus. They agreed to it that we should do that. And that is how come we are trying to demolish most of the burden. And we are still talking to some others. As soon as they agree, we need to.
Well, let's get details from Central Region's correspondent Abigail Asel in Nkrumah, who joins us with the very latest. Abigail, what more can you report about this demolition exercise ongoing?
Yesterday, the demolition exercise started following the incident of a collapsed bridge, which caused the death of 2 elderly people. The MCE ordered for swift demolition, and it has started. It started actually on Saturday. I've been able to speak to some community members, and they tell me that some of these buildings have been there since 1960. And for one of them that was demolished, no one has lived in it for about 6 years. So there have been no maintenance. Some of them are chipped with no roofs, but they are still standing. But the mayor has been able to identify all these buildings, and he tells us he has spoken to some of the owners who have agreed for them to be demolished, and others too. They are working to identify the owners, speak to them so that they can agree for all these buildings to be brought down to, protect lives in the area. So for now, the demolition exercise is still on. I also have information that the regional fire commander, Mary Atiga, is also on her way to the site to observe the situation. We'll be bringing you updates also from that visit.
Thank you so much, Abigail Asel in Nkrumah. They're giving us the updates from Cape Coast in the Central Region. Well.